What up, y'all? This is Daydream. It's your boy WOLFSAGE coming at you with another video. So, how's it going, y'all? I just wanted to make this video just because I wanted to talk about some cool shit, some shit that inspires me. This is the Daydream channel, so it's all about dreams, about goals, about aspirations, all that cool shit. So, we want to talk about graphic design. We want to talk about art in general. Like, yes. So, yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm doing this over my phone, so I'm getting like a whole bunch of messages. But, um, hmm, yeah, maybe I should start from the beginning. Well, anyone that knows me, I really loved art. I just really fucking love art. Ever since I was little, I was always drawing. I was always doodling. Even in high school, like high school friends, I asked them drawing, doodling, all that stuff. I never knew that I really wanted to do like graphic design and stuff like that, but and you know, that illustration, it just never came to me. Like I always thought I was actually going to be becoming a mechanical engineer. Don't ask. I just really that's what I was really mostly doing as a kid was like drawing robots and machines and like armors and weapons. Like I had this whole plan. I was gonna call my company like D Tech Corporation and shit. Like they were gonna is gonna dealt with like security and like home security, like keeping like homes and neighborhoods and like shit safe. You know, give people like better like battle like ready armor and stuff. All that cool stuff. And I was just that's all I was doing. So when someone told me that you can get paid to be an engineer, I'm like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. And then I found out how much they get paid. So I'm like, it was like the 20s, like 20 something, over like 100 something yearly. Yeah, yeah, like over 100 something yearly. All I knew for me, it was more than I was ever making at like Mariano's, it was a place like that. So shit, but yeah, like McDonald's is not paying 100,000 a year. Damn. But I ended up just it ended up coming around to like my sophomore, no, my junior senior year because we were doing like applications and stuff. And I'm like, they like, hey, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Um, and then I was like, well, I'll apply to a whole bunch of places. My mom helped me, and Columbia was one of them. Like, I was like, okay, I'll apply to an art school. Let's see if I get in, put in, send in my artwork or something like that, or yeah. And then later on, I found out and I got in. So I was like, shit, that's cool. I mean, that's pretty cool. And happy as hell. Went there. That school, like when I like went into like understanding like what illustration is and what graphic design is over there, you know, they really didn't like really like teach you or taught you that stuff or gave you that much exposure to it until you got into those later years. And that's kind of what was different compared to like my to like other art school to the other art school that I've been to. So it's um, like my freshman sophomore year was like it was like because Columbia College is like real like rounded, so it was like art, theater, this and that, and like I didn't really see like what was graphic design, like what is design, what is art, what is illustration, all that stuff. So I didn't learn that stuff till I came up here to Milwaukee and going to that school over there. It was going to art school over here. It's like I learned a lot. I learned a lot, but well, I mostly learned through art and design because maybe I'm just rambling and everything, but when it comes to like art and design, it encompasses a lot of things. It could be regular like digital art. It could be like editorial. It could be, typography. Designing text and words and all that shit. You know, doing stuff like this on T-shirts and stuff like that. By the way, hit up the website artwork.artworkbywolfsage.com. Trust me, you won't be mad. But with because like my whole evolution in art has always been from me just drawing and stuff. Like I was saying in the beginning, like I've always drawn since like first, second, third, all the way up to like high school. Continue doing that. I actually took a break in high school. It wasn't until I got in the junior year and I started taking an art class um, that it kind of like came back to me. It kind of like came back and like I was like, I had made this. We were making this big ass comic like on the actual like bigger like sheets to be able to like scan on the computer and print down to a little smaller size. Shit was awesome. Didn't get to do that last part because we ran out of time, but I still have that for fucking pictures, so I'm gonna keep those. Yeah, I'm gonna do another one of those. Probably might actually do that just to hey, this is the first comic I've ever did. Um, yeah, hopefully I'll remind myself in the future. Future self, remember this. Um, yeah, so I've always been drawing, and it wasn't until I met my mentor Maxwell. He's a cool dude. His like own he's like a self-made graphic designer. Like even though he went to college and stuff, you know he he showed that this like even without college he was going to do this shit. So shout out, man. He runs an organization called Demand Justice where they you know speak out for families and victims of injustices as far as like gang violence, gun violence, police violence, all that stuff. Check it out. Check all that stuff out on Instagram and stuff. Um, yeah, real big in the Chicago community. Those who know him, but he's the one who really brought me into the idea of like using digital artwork, such or usually using like digital programming programs like art programs like Photoshop and Illustrator, and I love like in the beginning I wasn't like into this shit, but I love Illustrator. Me and Photoshop, we got an understanding, but you know, before I was always into just the drawing and stuff. Like I didn't have that. I didn't understand where I could go with graphic design and stuff. Like I just thought, oh, I can just take a picture and it should be easy enough to take that picture and excuse me, put it on a computer and put color and do this and that. But I never done that. I wasn't, tech savvy like that. So it wasn't until working with him and seeing how he was able to do all these logos and all these different like cover arts and web designs and all this stuff. And I was like, wait. So that's so stuff that like on MySpace and Facebook and the clothes that I wear, I can do that shit. And I was like, I might have to try this out. So that was kind of like my step going into that, and I was just like, once I started getting on there, like it was hard. It was hard, y'all. Like learning stuff that's new, it's especially computer stuff. Like I was a little tech savvy, but not. Yeah, I wasn't like that. So I got to doing that shit, and you can check my Instagram. Like that shit, it's helped me grow into the artist I am now, and I'm so glad I got to be able to get that growth in my artwork and in my design, because now I'm not just doing drawing. Like I can draw and be able to take this logo or this design and actually like grow it, put it on a computer, be able to put it on a phone and be able to send to y'all, and people could react to it. It's it's pretty great. It's like really fucking awesome, and it's I'm glad I'm a part of this this generation, this time. I'm 24 years old. I'm an adult, but I'm like I'm a young adult. I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm trying to figure some shit out. I'm trying to get to a point where I can be able to take care of myself, my girl, and my cat, and just, I just want to live, y'all. I just want to live. You know, I'm sick of trying to. I'm sick of just surviving. I want to live, and so I'm just, yeah. Artwork has really changed over time, and some of like the shitty stuff about it, as far as like art in general, some of the shitty stuff about it, like I think in my experience with art is just like, especially with like art history and shit, like it's cool learning history. Like I love history. I love, Greek mythology, all the mythologies in the world, but specifically Greek mythology because let's be real, they had some good ass stories. But yeah, it was mostly yeah, like that Eurocentric stuff. Like they kept the same curriculum at a lot of schools, like same Euro shit, the same like Caravaggio and all that stuff. Like respects to all those dudes, but I've seen you 2,000 times. Like I don't even want to like keep on looking at Egyptian stuff because I'm like I know I've seen all of it. It's cool as hell, but like I want to look into something else. That's why I love Japanese anime. I love that artwork. Their artwork and their style really influenced me to, to a point where I love their style. I love their aspect, their look. They're like, God, I'm gonna have to do a I love anime like video, just like talking about all the different animes that I've ever seen. Like I should do a list. I'm gonna remember that. Do a list. Uh, top 10 animes, fucking favorite animes or some shit. I don't know. I'll try it out. But right now, it's yeah, at this point in my life with art, and stuff, I don't know. I know for certain that I really want to, work for myself. I want to be able to live off of my artwork. It's 2018 and this day of life, I can like just make a video on my phone and just put it right right on YouTube and shit, and it'll be out there for the world. I can put anything on Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr. It's gonna be out there. It's just the exposure. And I'm not willing to wait. I'm willing to grow and do all this stuff, and I want people to see the growth in me, and that growth is going to be my artwork. I want people to be able to look back, even at these posts that I'm doing right now, and be like, "Oh shit, this is some old shit that he was doing. This is some vintage shit. Let's appreciate that. Let's go back and understand, where he's at here and where he can be." So, I can all. I'm in for the chase. I'm in for the ride. Let's just do this. I love to talk. I love to, you know, be able to. I want to be able to influence and influence people to dream and create and love the process. You know, I had to get used to the process of getting my hair together. That's another video of just you know just talking about my hair. Like a lot of stuff takes processing, man. A lot of stuff. So yeah, right now I'm just on some like let me just I got all these ideas, I got all these different concepts and stuff, but what I want to do now, or what I'm trying to do right now is because I'm really like I'm at a point in life where I'm not making a lot of money right now, so like I'm literally just wearing what I got, like washing, and you just wear what you got, you wear what you got, and a lot of people say like a lot of people don't even got shit to wear. I'm like, yeah, that's cool and everything, but you don't want to be wearing the same shit that you were wearing like 5, 10 years ago or some shit. I lost a lot of weight, so like I can be able to wear some stuff that used to be smaller in the past, but that were big now. But now my bigger stuff is kind of big. Yeah, that's another story. But yeah, it's so my whole thing, and me not having money to be able to go out and get some new clothes and stuff is, hey, let me design some stuff. Let me design some new merch and stuff. Let me, you know, do something different. And shit, this is where it came out to be. I was just like, hey, I'm gonna put all my shit on clothes, sweaters, different like accessories, book bags, and all that shit. I want to create my own brand, and hopefully this brand, which I don't know the name of it. You can call it Artwork by WOLFSAGE. Also, been working with a brand called like DEYDRM, whichever term people want to use. If you've seen it, you'll understand. A lot of people think it's day drip, and you can think that. I won't tell you not to think that, but it's like things like those that I'm like it's all hopefully will be a part of a bigger goal, a bigger art concept later on. I want things to connect. I also want to be able to use things. I don't want things to just be, oh, that was just in the past. That has nothing to do. We can just throw it away because that's what we're on right now. A lot of stuff is just, oh, we're throwing in the past. It has nothing else to do. And I want my artwork to be able to, at least last for a while, or at least you could be able to put my artwork together in a little box and be able to be like, hey, this is something. We don't like whatever it is. It's what it is. But this is something. This is what WOLFSAGE has presented to us. And I'm like, cool. You know, all I want to do is just make a living and everything, and you know, it may turn out that I might do something different. I might not do art the way I think I might want to do it. I might be doing something else. And you know what? I love art enough just to, be able to keep doing this, to keep on saying like, hey, I will keep doing this, even though this is not my main thing. I will keep putting myself out there, keep putting my shit on there, because now this is the greatest time. Like, it's not just going to be people in my city, people in my area that's just going to see my shit. Someone across the world could be able to see my shit. And yeah, it might not make like a huge impact as like a Picasso or a Basquiat or some shit like that. It's like, but it will make a statement. It will, it will remain in someone else's mind later on, and that's all. That's all you could really ask for, because it's just like being able to get that sort of like support from people, and like constant support and kind of admiration to where they fuck with your shit and they want to be a part of your shit. That shit is kind of hard. I don't even fuck with a lot of niggas. Like the niggas that I do fuck with, I fuck with for a reason. They're not shitty. We're all shitty people, but like there's different from being from acting shitty and being shitty. There's a lot of people that are just shitty. I just act shitty sometimes because I'm a dick. But no, I mean a dick. I'm an angel. But yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's just one of those videos. I'm still getting used to this. What is this? Like Daydream 4? Yeah, Daydream 4. Still getting used to this, y'all. I'm just talking. But it's about art. It's about artwork, design, graphics. What else should I talk about? What else am I interested in? I don't know. Like maybe like when it comes to brands. Yeah, I should talk about that. Yeah, so like all these brands that be coming out, since we're going to talk about art, art and design and stuff, and for all y'all who don't know art, for all y'all ignorant folks and all y'all who just don't know or probably just don't care to know, and I understand, but really, fuck you. Art spreads out through everything. From someone designing this camera to y'all watching to, the clothes you have on, to the shoes, to the toilet. Like people, like industrial designers design the way your sink faucet is supposed to look. So art expands through everything. Art can even be it's even a form of music. Music is a form of art, and music is like one of the few billions of things in this world, well, few billion dollar industries in this world. So when you think of art, and if someone tells you like, oh, you're just going to be wasting your time doing like art design and shit like that, like no, this is the time where you can be able to make something or create something or be a part of something that can be bigger. We all don't have to be a creative director. Some of us are cool just owning our little shops and doing what we do on the ground level, just making a living. But with that said, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? Yeah, art and design, like graphics, like clothing design. So like when it comes to like off white, I posted off white a little. It's like some of this shit. It's like cool. Like a lot of these fashion brands, they be like low key, like okay, like I see what y'all doing. Y'all trying to like push and do this. Be cool with it. A lot of people can do it. Some people can't. But it's like y'all just. I find like in fashion, it's like the same thing across the board with just like different colors or maybe like a bigger hat or something like that. I don't know. I fucks with some big hats, so I may be contradicting or being a hypocrite. Who knows? I don't know. It just depends on who's doing it. So um, yeah, it's just off white, fucking, a lot of stuff that like big in our culture, as far as like Gucci and Louis and is Louis still a thing? No, like Gucci, Prada, Balenciaga, all that shit the rappers be wearing. Um, yeah, that's all that stuff is cool. I'm really interested in like the streetwear type of like brands, like the Stussies, the Richeses, the fucking I like a lot of rappers like brands, like fucking who is it? That's how my girlfriend's up. Yeah, what was I saying? Stussies, Off White. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really care about brands, y'all. I'm gonna just be a buck. I like the artwork. I just don't really care. Like if I see something cool, cool. But if not, I don't really care. I don't really care. And I don't think I should be stressing myself to explain to y'all some shit that I don't care or know a lot about. I'll be more prepared next time. But yeah, yeah, I like artwork. So yeah, this Wolf Sage, this Daydream. What up, y'all? Talk to you again.